Before you decide to trade or invest by subscribing to any of our tools, system, methods, posts, or commentary, please read this disclaimer document carefully. Please go to our website visualdecisions.in and read the disclaimer and terms and condition documents available there at the bottom of all pages in footer. GMG toolsets are based on market geometry, moon cycles, WD-GAN, and natural number science. These subjects are being taught by various Indian and international researchers and teachers. I'll advise you to thoroughly understand the underlying concepts by going through their books, teachings, and videos available. We are just the providers of these tools and not the teachers of any of the underlying subject matter. Our objective is to make further research and analysis easier for the people by providing these tools. Welcome friends to how to video of GMG basic geometry. As you can see, there are 9 tools in basic GMG geometry package. 4 of the top tools are the real geometry packages and the bottom 5 are the supporting tools. So the geometric angles, market map, parallel lines and parallel lines on RSI, these are the geometric tools, and these are the support tools which are like Nimbler strength candle, speed momentum, RSI, simple trend and wave trend indicator. This red vertical line and this green vertical line are the anchor lines. To understand more about them and their working, please watch our video titled Anchor Timelines. These green horizontal lines and these red horizontal lines are pivot lines. To understand more about these horizontal support and resistance pivot lines, please watch our video Horizontal Support and Resistance with Swing. So let us apply the basic geometric tools one by one on this chart. As you can see, we have 4 geometric tools: the geometric angles, the market map, parallel lines and parallel lines on RSI. Out of these 4, except for the market map, all the 3 other can be applied on any time frame. The market map only has to be applied on daily chart, daily time frame. You can apply geometric angles, parallel lines and parallel lines on RSI or any time frame you want. But market map has to be applied on daily chart. So let us first apply geometric angle to this chart. I'll click on geometric angle, close this window. You can see there's a message said this swing high, select the swing high. So I am selecting this swing high. Now the message is select swing low. I am selecting this swing low. So the geometry is before me. Now I have to set price to bar ratio. I'll click on auto, right click on the scales and I'll click on lock price to bar ratio. Note down the figure, that is 15.4505 and enter this figure over here. 5405. Okay, the charts are now set. All the vertical lines over here are the timing lines. The angles are being automatically drawn. Critical angles are like blue colored angles. And we have horizontal support and resistance pivot lines over here. Coming to the setting part of it, settings, you can see price to bar ratio we have already put here. Select swing high and low AB. There are 2 ways to move these anchor lines around. Either you can select a date from here or time from here, or what you can do, you can hold these anchor lines by the handle, blue handle, and drag it from low to high or from high to low. Please remember, red line is for a low and green line is for a high. Coming back to the indicator settings, you can see various colors over here. If you are using a black background or a dark background chart, I would suggest don't change these colors because these are standardized across the tools. So it is easier for you to remember. If you are using a lighter background, then you can use other colors, but you have to standardize those colored across the tools then. The other setting is the angle line thickness, which is the thickness of the angular lines, which you can increase or decrease. So you can see in the background, as you increase the thickness, you got the thicker line, and as you decrease the thickness is decreasing. So you can do it as per your choice. Then you have a number of bars for pivots. These I have explained in the pivots videos. Now I'll apply the basic geometry second tool, which is the market map. So as you know, market map is for daily charts only. You cannot apply this on intraday or other time frames. So here's the market map. I will click on it and close this. And now this is saying me to select a swing high. So I will select a swing high. It's telling me to select the swing low. I'll select this as a swing low. Now it is asking me for a price to bar ratio, which I'm afraid I haven't done. I'll apply this first. Now look, this is indicator is telling an error. Sorry, this tool option works only for daily time frame. So I'll change the 125 minutes time frame to 1 day time frame. Now the error message is gone. So what I'll do, I'll click the auto button. I click on the scales. I lock price to bar ratio, which is like 23.4619. We'll change this to a round figure. Settings. Change this 24. Lock selected. Okay. Now look, this indicator is showing an error. I'll click on this error message and it's some kind of an error. So what has happened is the price to bar ratio here is not matching what it is here. What ratio we have set on the chart is not here. We have set a ratio of 24. I'll over here and press OK. Now you can see the market map is ready. This is a small thing. What I will do, I will select a bigger swing. Now the map is clear. So what market map tells you? Market map is a general market analysis tool. It will tell you general direction of the market. The angles and the horizontal lines denote supports and resistances, and vertical lines are timing lines. Coming to the setting part of it, the settings are like same as the other tools have. We have price to bar ratio, we have the anchor line time change, rate change, inputs. Then you can change the color if you are not using the black or dark background. The line thickness you can reduce or increase, and number of clones to draw. What increasing of number of clones to draw will do is it will increase the grid size, and decreasing will decrease the grid size. Now we come to the third tool of the basic geometry, which is parallel lines tool. Here is the basic parallel lines. I'll click on it and you will get a message to select the swing high. This is a swing high. Now the swing low. This bar is the swing low. So what this tool does is it will draw parallel lines which are parallel to the swing. The initial swing is this, I'll tell you. We have selected this swing, initial swing. And what this tool does is it draws parallel lines to this swing. Okay. I'll remove everything from here. So now, as always, as I have already told in earlier videos, these angles will act as supports and resistance. Price, if crosses from one angle, can go to the other angle. And these pivot lines or the horizontal lines are like supports and resistances. These will create vertical timing lines where they intersect with these parallel lines. So wherever this parallel line and this support and resistance pivot lines are crossing each other or are intersecting, that will act as a timing line. That intersection is a timing tool. So coming to the indicator settings part, there's nothing much different. There's price to bar ratio. Okay, we need to set price to bar ratio. I'll set it to auto bar ratio, and I set it to 10. Price to bar ratio. Yeah. Now everything is set. So coming back to the settings part of it, as usual, there are color settings, the anchor bar time setting, price to bar ratio setting, angle line thickness. You can increase or decrease the thickness of these lines, and the bars for pivots, which you can watch in my earlier videos. The only thing to tell here is number of clones to draw, which is 3. So what this does is, right now there are 3 parallel lines drawn because number of clone to is set to 3. So as I increase these lines, the number of clones will increase. Okay, number of times will increase, but these clones cannot go beyond 500 bars from the last bar that is drawn. That is why it is not drawing further. So up to 500 bars it can draw. The last tool of basic geometry tool set is parallel line drawn on RSI. This tool is exactly same as the parallel line drawn on price, which I have shown you just now. So what I'll do is I'll remove this simple trend indicator. So since this tool is drawn on RSI, first we'll have to plot RSI. So I'll come to the indicator. In the support tools, you have this GMG support tools, you have this RSI. I'll click on the RSI. Now you can see RSI is plotted on the chart. Now I'll click on the tool set, which is parallel lines on RSI. I'll click on this and close this window. Now, one thing you need to be careful and understand, you don't click on the chart, otherwise the tool will draw itself on the chart. You will have to click in the RSI pane. So as soon as you get this message, select the swing high. You will select any high on RSI and not on price. So like this is you just inspect the earlier RSI values, whichever is the highest and the lowest value, that will be your swing. So for example, if I can see this is the high value, I'll click on this RSI value high, and suppose this is the low value, I'll click on this RSI value which is the low. Now you look, the lines are being drawn, the parallel lines are being drawn. So I'll select a much bigger swing to give you a more clear picture. I'll select this low as the lowest, since this is the lowest, and this high, this seems to be the highest. This is a bigger swing, so it will draw much more into the future. So now coming to the important thing, you plot RSI and you click on the RSI plot panel and not on the price panel. That is the important thing you need to understand. So the rest of the settings and other things which I have told you for the parallel lines remains same. So here is our tool. So I'll come on this setting of the parallel on RSI indicator. Now you can see, you can change colors, you can move the price bar, number of clones to draw. I have already discussed the number of parallel lines which you want to draw, number of bars for pivots, that is in our pivots video. Support, resistance, dot thickness. You can increase the horizontal line, the green and red horizontal lines thickness. I increase it to 2, so you get more thicker lines. So I think number of bars for pivots can be increased. I'll increase it to 9 because it will reduce the clutter. Look, now it is more clearer. And vertical timing line thickness. This is the vertical line thickness. You can increase that thickness also. Draw diagonal lines. This is a different feature. You need ignore it. If you want to ignore it, you ignore it. If you want it, you can have it on your chart. What it will do diagonal lines. I'll just click on it. Now you can see from where the swing has ended, it has drawn diagonal lines. Okay, so I'll remove this. One last thing to remember and note over here is that we are plotting this tool on an RSI value. So all the horizontal support lines and the vertical timing lines are for RSI values and not for the price values. So the RSI will take support and resistance on these green or red lines, and the timing lines are also for RSI and not for the price.